This is Made for More Living with Johnny Jennings, powered by eXp Realty. Online at madeformoreliving.com.
Normally on this show, I was told we like to start off with a joke or something sensational, but today I just wanted to give a heartwarming or heartfelt thank you to our guest. Her name's Haley Bolger. She's been with the Made for More team how long now?
Ooh, coming up on my 4-year anniversary.
4-year anniversary. Woo. And in that 4-year period of time, Haley has sold a lot of houses. She's done a great job for her clients. But what Valerie and I most love about Haley is her ethics and her work ethic. Am I saying that correct? So your integrity and your work ethic. And you're just fun. You're just fun to be around, Haley. So thank you for being on the show.
Of course. Thank you for having me for my second time.
Second time, yeah. That's rarefied air. Not a whole lot of people want to come back a second time.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Like once is enough for them. But
so what qualities, what characteristics does Haley have that you're looking for on your team? Because some people can hack it, some people can't. And Haley, maybe you can give your perspective to us. What does it take? Because obviously it's not been a great thriving market as of late, right? It's been tough. It's been challenging.
Definitely.
And so what do you have that other folks don't have that haven't been able to hack it? And Johnny, what are those characteristics that you look for that Haley possesses?
So before I say what I'd like to see in more agents, Haley, what is it? Because you are by and far the most successful person on the team, right?
Thank you. Thank you.
What do you think? Because everybody else has the access to the resources and the tools and the support you have. What makes you more successful than other people?
Well, a couple things. I learned my work ethic from my parents, so that was, the starting point. But also, like, just surrounding myself with people.
Hold on. How do you define work ethic? Because we throw that around.
Okay.
What does work ethic mean? Because I think it means something different from generation to generation. My kids think they know what work ethic is.
Right? You're like, why do you need a break after you just got here? It's only been an hour. Why are we giving you a break? Yeah, exactly. So roll your sleeves up. The mentality of like, always giving 110% is, something that I thrive. Like at the end of the day, if my tasks aren't done, my husband is literally like, what are you doing? It's 10 o'clock at night. And I'm like, I'm sorry, I didn't finish my task. And it's just like having that inner drive to, move the needle forward. It might be small, it might be big, who knows? But I think honestly for me, following through is a huge, huge thing. And a lot of, I think people today, they say, oh yeah, I'm all in and I want to, give real estate a shot. And then the next thing you know, they don't show up to the meetings. We do have like all the resources and they don't utilize them. And so I really, honestly think it's just the inner drive and then also just being taught, from others and learning from them and being susceptible to, learning the ropes and really honing in on that kind of stuff and being open to it. A lot of people aren't open to, getting in there and getting dirty, and that's what you have to do.
You do.
Wouldn't you also say, because I've experienced this myself as well, is having a level of confidence that as long as you keep persevering, you're going to be successful. You're going to get the job done. As long as you just persevere, you have that confidence because if I just stick with this, if I work hard enough, I'm going to get there.
Yeah. And honestly, now that I've read the book, I think 3 times, The Power of One More by Ed Milet, it was like, okay, just one more call, just just finish one more task for the day and, keep chugging through. And
I really love what you said though, Haley, about follow through. I think that's something that's actually how I make snap judgments on people. I was on a phone call with the guy this morning. He's wanting me to hire him as a coach. And he said, hey, here's this great book. I'll text you the link. And so it's easy to do. All he has to do is he knows the book. He can send me the link. Is he going to text me the link? If he doesn't, then my level of confidence in his ability to perform has gone down. But for you, like completing those tasks, showing up daily, that's the level of follow through. And if you do that in your personal life, in your business life, that your clients can count on that as well.
Oh yeah. And also like I've learned like starting the beginning of your day in the right mindset, and now I do morning affirmations. I've got my gratitude journal that I started with one of our lenders that we work with in like our little group, and it's always like finding something good. We're always going to find something bad. It's like, okay, what is good? And then building off that for the whole rest of the day. It makes you.
It totally reframes your perspective.
Oh, 100%.
Gratitude.
Yeah. 100%.
So, speaking of that lender, he started a challenge at the beginning of the year.
Oh yeah, the 75 hard challenge.
Yeah, how many people started that, and how many people are still in it?
Oh my gosh. So, I think we had like
hold on, start off. What are you talking about?
Yeah, let's back up a little bit. So, what is the 75 hard challenge with JJ?
So, it started, I think he approached us all in like December asking us if we would want to do like a 75 hard work challenge. So it could be 6 things that you could pertain to work. Some of it could be, working out, physical, and then it kind of the rest based off of like tasks that you want to do for work, and you have to do them every day. And there's a check-in at the end of the day, and just hold everybody accountable. So we started a group thread, and I want to say we started with about 30 to 25 people, and then
what's the 75?
75. So
75 work days.
Yeah, 75
gotcha.
work
And if you miss a
days,
day, you're no longer part of the
It
group.
has to start all the way over, and then you would have to keep starting
75 days of consecutive what?
So 6 tasks for the day. So one could be prospecting for an hour, or the other could be like 30-minute workout. I chose like 1 hour with my family, 1 hour of prospecting.
So you defined those things.
Yes.
You determined what those 6 things were. And what day are you at right now?
We just finished.
Oh, wow. Good for you. And you completed all 75 days.
No. No. I was the last of, I think there was 4 of us. And then we went to Cabo. And when we went to Cabo, everyone took that like week off. And we started it back up. And then there was like 2 of us. And then everybody else was like, I guess no one else is doing this. So we made it to probably day like 60 something, I would say. But
my point is that Haley was like the last person standing in that group.
Oh,
yeah, there was, I think, 4 agents and then JJ. So total of 5 of us.
It's hard when you go on a vacation. You're out of your routine.
Yeah.
And they even knew going into it. Right? You said, "Hey, we're gonna hit pause for a week."
Yeah.
So we can because some people were like not drinking alcohol. Some people were focusing on other things, and it's like, "Hey, we're at an all-inclusive resort. We paid a lot of money to be here.
We gotta get our money's worth, right?"
Money's worth. So, but at the end of the day, Haley, and you've actually mentioned this about me before. And I didn't even think, it was not on my radar, but the follow through is critical. If an agent tells you they're going to do something, if they're going to be there, are they on time? Do they show up? If they're going to do an open house, are they there for the open house on time? If they are going to provide you with weekly market updates, are they doing that?
Yeah, exactly. Well, and I think too now, like just looking for other agents, like my daughter's going to get licensed, and I've got another gentleman that's going to get his license too, and they're always asking, like, what can we do? What can we show up to? What can we learn? That, is a quality that I look for in an agent. And then there's other times where I've talked to other agents and they'll be like trying to recruit other people to be on their team. And I'm like, well, how's it going with them? Well, they didn't call me back, or they didn't show up to the meeting. I'm like, okay, well, there's your sign right there. You don't need anything else.
Yeah.
Like, they're not going to be a fit for you guys.
Correct.
You're your own boss in essence, and you're not even showing up to work. How are you going to get paid?
Exactly. Yep. But Haley's also really involved in the community. So she's always pushing us to do like give back drives into the community, and there's a lot of opportunities out there, a lot of options. And Haley actually decided, hey, I'm going to do this. I'm going to make my own. And so we just completed the 2nd annual River Day cleanup.
Why is it a need for you to be so involved in the community?
Honestly, I just love giving back. It feels so good. And when I was growing up, I always had my grandparents and great-grandparents around. And so I guess it was just like the nurturing in me to always like help and take care of them. And so I figured I don't have any of them around anymore. So what else can I do besides like give my time in the community and help people that are either in need or things that are free, such as like cleaning up the river, luckily we got support and sponsors, and we could get trash bags and, the little picker up sticks this time around for the, we're learning as we go.
Those are so handy, aren't they?
Yes.
Yeah, they are.
Last year you were picking up with your hands?
Yes.
We didn't even have gloves.
Yeah.
I walked into like the Save Mart right there, and I just bought a bunch of gloves because we didn't even have gloves to pick
He comes out, he's like, I've got gloves. And I'm like, okay.
We've got like a half a dozen of those picker-uppers in our garage because we'll go to the park and we'll bring like a grocery bag.
Oh, that's so smart.
And we'll just pick it. And the kid, it's enjoyable,
It's
isn't
like
it?
satisfying.
It is
You're like,
having an
yes, I
extra
got
arm
that
is just
tiny.
very cool. It makes it fun, you know?
Yeah.
So
or especially if it's like glass or something. I don't really want to pick that up either. So
Yeah.
it's nice having those.
But it was fun. So we did that at the confluence, right?
Yeah, down at the American River Confluence in Auburn. And first year we had about probably 12 people. And this year we had, I think, 25 sign up. And we had about 22 people
Yeah,
show up.
it was a good group. It's getting bigger.
Yeah, it's growing,
It's a movement.
People are like picking up trash.
But yeah, so and then we've actually got the dates for next year's done, right?
Yeah,
Set
so
down.
it's March 26th of 2026.
Boom.
It'll be a Saturday as well. And now that I've talked with the Park and Rec and some other agencies, they're going to try to get us a shuttle van so we can limit the parking.
Yeah.
And then, because that's always the issue.
Right there, definitely.
Yeah. And we didn't know there was going to be a running event, so it kind of...
Made it even more
made it a little
interesting.
more difficult, but
That-
it adds character, you know?
And that was fun too. So like people like running down the trails and we're picking up trash.
They're cheering us on.
and
like,
we're cheering
yes!
them on. Yeah, it was good. It was fun.
So it was a win-win for the day. And it was beautiful out and all the flowers, and we had little kids, and so it's instilling that in them. And
Yeah, your kids showed up. My
Yeah.
kids showed up. JJ's children showed up.
yeah, all the kids loved it.
Yeah.
And it's fun, and it's quality time you get to spend with your kids and people out of the office that we don't usually get that time. So
Exactly. Yep. And then you have another event coming up that we're sponsoring on May 8th, right?
Yes. So we've got a cornhole tournament coming up, and this is going to sponsor the Special Olympics, and this will be at Hildenbrand in Newcastle,
Yep.
and it'll be May 8th from 4 to 7. I think there's still openings for if you actually want to be in the cornhole tournament. It's $30 a person, and then there'll be prizes and,
Like
of course,
what?
drinks.
What can I win? Because I'm pretty competitive. And I'm a pretty good cornhole player.
Are you really?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
I played
You look
with
at me
the
like
media.
I
I played it.
Like he's going to take you down or
You
something.
look at me like, don't you know who I am?
Yeah, hello.
I'm at freaking
pretty
cornhole
competitive.
You know all my
Bijou.
awards in my office? No, but I competed in the media league over at Cal Expo for the state fair. We did pretty good. So
in cornhole.
cornhole, yeah.
Oh, shoot. Well, I might have to recruit you on my
Yeah,
team.
come on,
I was
Matt.
thinking my husband, but he might be out.
For a while, the state fair had a I don't know if they do it anymore, but they had a big cornhole tournament when cornhole was at its peak and everybody wanted to play cornhole. So
Yeah, there's a whole tactic for the throwing of the bag.
yeah, absolutely.
Do you have that down so you could train me?
Well,
I've got
I'm
like
not
a
gonna
month.
Share any of that
Oh,
on
gosh.
the air.
It's proprietary.
Come
Oh, man. Yeah.
He's like,
Yeah, you should totally come out, Matt.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
we need
What's
teams.
the am I going to win a fat trophy or something I can put in my office?
Of course.
'Cause
If
I
not, we'll
gotta
make
have
you a
bragging
plaque.
rights. That's what it's all about.
We'll get
It's
you a
really not
trophy.
even about the prize. It's about bragging rights. Do I have some evidence that hey, I'm grand champion?
We'll
of
get you a trophy.
Yeah,
The
not
biggest-
a mug, not a made for more mug.
the biggest
I
trophy
don't
you've
need
ever
that,
seen.
even with the gold handle.
We'll get you the biggest trophy you've ever seen and a side of Bengays.
It'll something you picked up at the Goodwill, one of these used bowling trophies.
Yeah.
Is
Yeah.
what it's good.
It's like missing a head on the top. Yeah.
Here you go. Congratulations.
But anyways, so
Yeah.
I mean, it just speaks to Haley's character and her desire to help others. You know,
Yeah.
putting together the River Day cleanup, sponsoring a tournament where the proceeds go towards the children competing in the Special Olympics. It's just
I think people
Yeah,
appreciate
really cool.
that more, not only with individuals, but with companies as well. They want to see that you're not only just interested in making a profit and being successful financially, but they want to see how are you making an impact in your community. Even
Yeah.
employees, they've said in recent studies that they want to work for companies who are successful and will provide them a great paycheck, obviously, and a good work environment, but are also doing something above and beyond to help make the world a better place. And so I think that's a great example of, Johnny, you having someone on your team who cares about that, and even just looking at the name of your company, Made for More. It's not just about, being successful and selling as many houses as you can, but it's caring about people and making an impact on our world.
Yeah, and for the next generation too.
And it just feels good too.
It does,
like helping
honestly.
people feels good. Generosity feels good. So I don't know who's the biggest beneficiary out of that, the people that are receiving the generosity or the people bestowing it. But
Jesus once said it's better to give than to receive.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. He didn't say that. That's not in the Bible.
He didn't say that? No. Who said that? Somebody said it's better to give than to receive.
Probably one of our grandparents.
All right.
Exactly. That's what they just told us, right?
Well, after we come back from the break, we will have the answer to who said, is it better to give than to receive?
Real estate is personal. We all get that. There's many different personal factors that go into selling or buying a home. It's not like going and buying or selling a car. So that's why we've always recommended Johnny Jennings and the Tom Daves team at Made for More Realty. They get it. They want to take away the stress and the worry and the anxiety when it comes to selling your home. That's why right now they're going to make it super easy and simple by giving you at least 3 cash offers for your home in as-is condition. No need to do repairs. Get it organized, staging, open houses. Again, at least 3 cash offers on your home in as-is condition. So all you got to do is Google Johnny Jennings and the Tom Daves team at Made for More Realty and get more for your home.